Hello there, everybody. Glitch Ripper here. I'm back for another mob battle. Been a while since I've been in good old Reavart Arena. Yeah, I had to make a special world just for this from ATL. I may finally get back to Curse Forge. No promises there, but well, the Curse Launcher, I mean. A lot of these things are from Curse Forge anyhow. In fact, most of it is, but or almost all anyhow. But anyhow, the point being, I think by now, I think they may have gotten a better bug checker to figure out what's going on, so I might finally be able to debug that. I know it took quite some time, but I'm not exactly the most computer guy. I'm not the least either. I'm just sort of in between, and this one oddly needed an expert, so maybe now I'll know what to at least aim at whenever I'm asking the right questions. Anywho, thing is, I'm going to be having a very special mob battle today for an unusual reason. Recently there's been the thing about the Warden, and it has some pretty hefty stats according to the devs at this time. Now, that could change over time in terms of just how statsy they are, but the thing I had figured out is, with all these mobs that's been in modded, especially things I've battled with before, is there anything that kind of compares? And oddly enough, something from OreSpawn compares pretty darn close. It's the Caterkiller. I know you wouldn't necessarily expect that one, but that's the one that seems closest to the Warden in stats right now. Now, there's some other abilities it has that's very different, so they wouldn't exactly be exactly even if it ever came to that. But it would still be interesting to use this as a testing device, especially against things that are going to be, just continuously going up in version. Like, of course, classic Twilight Forest. Now, I know not everything can be fought by something that's a mostly melee, non-magic user, so no Twilight Lich here. And also some things aren't exactly as even. I mean, I could throw in an Urgas, but it would have to initiate in a way where I'm going, I don't know if it would be able to do that. They just don't usually fly close enough to the ground. Although, it would still be interesting if it could work, so I might try that in a little while. First of all, I'll be doing it against several other creatures in Twilight Forest, but they'll all be going up against the Caterkiller. So, without further ado, with that interesting explanation of why this is kind of like a Warden fight, oh wait, yeah, that's right, I cleansed the mobs to make sure to renormalize things after I switched the game rule to no mob spawning. Okay. So note its height is also kind of comparable, so there's that. I mean, other than the fact it's obviously dramatically longer, but yeah. I mean, we could go with that. It's also super aggressive. Of course, the Naga's been known to set off other things too. And it's just pounding the Naga super fast. Okay, Nagas do not go well against anything of that stat level. I mean, that was kind of a gift. But a little warm-up, and the fact is, it dealt some damage to the Caterkiller. So theoretically, a whole lot of Nagas could do something. Not sure how well, but, you know. It would take a ton of them. Okay, Shroom. Can you charge? I mean, it hit it, but still, not much is gonna happen there because, yeah. Remember, this was before the Mob Battles mod, so no instant healer. I'll put that there. Now, the Night Phantoms, they fight as a team, so I gotta do at least 6 of them. And if this thing turns into Brutal Fly, I'll probably be calling that temporarily over, unless it's fighting the Burghast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will it see him, however, is an interesting question. Do I have my other... Where did they go? Did they just disappear completely? I mean, this is a super flat, so that they may have just flown below the world and are not coming back. Okay, that can happen. Let's give the group something else to do here. Or are they just noping out because the Caterkiller is so fantastically humongous? They're just noping out. Fair enough. With their low health, I'm pretty sure they'd literally get like one shot anyhow, or two shot technically. They'd have like very little left, and then they'd go. So you know, let's just leave that as a funny result of programming that was probably not intentional. Okay. The Hydra, on the other hand, that thing's aggressive. At least kind of. I mean, it just knocked the Caterkiller for an absolute loop. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to get certain mods in here. It's been a while since I've been swinging things around in this version. So I just gonna have to push them the old-fashioned way. Can I even push them? Don't want to have more than one Hydra in here. That's kind of something that does not go well. Okay, maybe I should reset them anyhow. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't go away on peaceful in this version. Okay, I knew there were some other things I was forgetting. Okay, but that's why I have Big Bertha. Unruly mobs, just choose a ridiculously powerful sword. Okay, it had to be done for reasons of it not wanting to go away, and it not wanting to actually stay in the right, be able to stay in the fight either, because the other one decided to just kind of not remember what it was doing. Now, will things work out this way? Actually, OreSpawn mobs are way more aggressive. What is up with this? Is it just being held back by the Hydra's tail? Or is it the fact that fire doesn't trigger it until it gets hit by a mortar? I was trying to send them over to it. Come on, over here. I know you like firing at players too. Oh wait, now it's going over. Did it just evade that flamethrower? I think it literally just evaded the flamethrower for a moment there. Okay. Okay, let me get my other special stick. May not have mob battles, but we have Tragic MC2. Can you just, attack this thing over here? Okay, this one's at least closer now. At least I thought I hit it. Boxes in this thing can be a little weird. Okay, we have Brittle Fly. It took too long to actually recognize the Hydra as a target. Obviously, that's not going to happen with the Warden. it'll contact my body. And I don't have to worry because this thing's ridiculously strong. Maybe I need to just lure it into the mortars like I used to. I'm remembering that that was a thing, that they consider the mortars an attack. Oh yeah, the Lycanites Halloween event's happening. Ah. Missed. I was so close to that mortar too. It considers the mortars attacks, but it sometimes ignores the fire. That's something that a lot of mobs have in common with the Hydra in this version, is that they don't realize they're under attack when it's the flamethrower for some reason, despite the fact it's a very dramatic attack. But the mortars seem to count as a directed attack, even though they seem more like landmines. So, for some reason, that's just the way it is. But can you... I was trying to hit the Caterkiller with that mortar. Did not hit it. Nope. Not at all. I did not hit it with the mortar. Of course, most of this thing's hitbox isn't in the bulk of it, so it kind of makes it work. It doesn't actually get hit by the fire when you think it will. What are you targeting? Are you roasting butterflies? I mean, the Hydra does have multi-target attacking, kind of like the Wither, so I'd be interested in something else. Hey, you can see this thing phasing through the wall, so you know that it's not... can't get to him in time. Should have got a gravity gun mod here, but Hydra, can you just chuck a few of those mortars this way, please? Just a few over here. Just right to this thing over here. That's all I'm asking. Almost, kind of. I had it in the vicinity. But yeah, I didn't have something to really grab it that way. And maybe if I try settling it on top of the mortars again this time. All of them whiffed. Okay. Well... Oh, now there's mortars going this direction. That doesn't hit where the actual hitbox was, though. Note that at least one of the heads will almost always target a player in this version, so I can try to lure it into chucking mortars. Hey, over here. Fire some my way. Hey you, head in the middle. Mortar me. Come on, mortars this way. You can do it. I think it's trying to roast butterflies. It's the most distracted I've seen a Hydra for a while, but it's been a while since I've been mob battling in 1.7.10, so yeah. Trying to get him to actually fight is kind of ridiculous. Die. Did I get it to recognize here yet? It's too far away to recognize. I think this, like, doesn't feel aggro distance like the other one does. Why is the Caterkiller so short? Oh, accidentally set it to attack itself. Well, it means I hit it at least. That might have it going. Kind of. Do I need to get a new one? That is hilarious. Hydra's always had some wonky AI. Especially in this version. I just have to get it to hit it with a mortar. And maybe I'll just have something else fight it for a while, and then if this happens to come back, then fine. So how about an Alpha Yeti instead? Oh, that you'll attack. The snow dance certainly does do some damage. Okay, Alpha Yeti has been thoroughly smashed. And then it poofed into a brutal fly. Okay. Never mind. Not that one. I'll just do the classic Snow Queen hockey puck routine. It's been a while. Maybe a bit more classically hockey puck than intended. Okay, now they're fighting. Not intentional, but it did show that it can take out its metamorphosed form, the brutal fly. Okay, that's fair. You know what? Never mind. I got a better idea. I'm just gonna heal this one up all the way, and then tag team style. Just complete tag team style, as much as possible. So okay, ones that were around before, you're coming back on this one. Why? Just because I want to tag team you. So everything, just go for it. Not exactly a battle royale, but if it turns out that way, yeah. I mean, might as well be. Okay. I took care of those two. Can I finally get this one to, like, actually do it right? No. He says they just always nope out. Okay. Fair. The Hydra's just roasting the stuff in the background. It's just considered part of this. Even though they don't seem to target each other properly right now. Yeah, another time. Again, why is it so aggressive but forgets the Hydra? I don't know. She does bonk it a few times. Okay. Giants? Okay, Brutal Fly, you were not supposed to show up. Did he just randomly mortar the brutal fly after so many misses on the Caterkiller. Was that what just happened? Did I see like a mortar fly and hit this thing flawlessly after all that whole craziness before? Like seriously, that is ridiculous. I think it went. Okay, Giant went a little too far into the wall for the indicator to indicate properly. That was interesting. Despite being giants, they don't really have much reach against things, so there's that. And this is, of course, a very different fight. Now that we have the blue fly. The tag team idea was, it was a thought to try to get it all the way over there. Maybe this thing will just go away after this. I could try a different one. Brutal Fly, your movements are as random as usual. I think you may have walked into your own fireball for a moment there. Finally got hit by a mortar, and it was then distracted immediately by Brutal Fly. Hey, can it even reach the Hydra? I'm wondering, can it actually reach the Hydra? I guess it's one of those hitbox things where the two just can't work for some reason. I'm wondering if that is the case. Meanwhile, the Hydra's just standing there like, what's up? I'm a Hydra. Yeah, Twilight Hydra is just like, just hanging out. Again, trying to get it mortared in a way that would actually aggro on the Twilight Hydra, but it's just not lining up. No matter what I do, it's just not working out here. This is one of those things where I didn't really quite plan for this. But, I messed up my directions, couldn't get to it in time. Okay, another try to get him to aggro, and then I may just have to call the one between them and the Hydra inconclusive because of this. Because it's just not fighting back the same way that it normally would. OreSpawn mobs are usually pretty aggressive, but this one's just... Anyway, is that enough to aggro against the Hydra, though? I mean, it looks like it was trying for a moment, but it just doesn't. It doesn't know how to aggro against a Hydra. Okay, it doesn't know how to do that. OreSpawn mob that ironically doesn't know how to mob battle is very weird. Well, it gives me a very fun and indirect way to do a target practice game against the Caterkiller, but that's not the point. Okay, so they just don't know how. Okay, I may have to come up with something else, similar stats at some point to do this. Maybe something Abyssal Craft in this version. I mean, we do have a Harbinger of Doom to unleash, and a Gatekeeper of the Abyss, so something along those lines. Shigoroth, yeah, that would, the Dread Beast is very different, so maybe. But, we'll see. Also, I kind of already did that. At least I think I did. I'll have to check. But anyhow, This one's just not going as planned, and I can't think of anything else I can really use reliably to get them to aggro on each other. Maybe this exact version in 1.7.10 has a AI bug with the whole thing. I don't know, but that's seeming like it's the case, so sorry about that. I guess I'll be logging off with this part being inconclusive, but I'll find something to act as a proxy for the Warden for the time being. We all know it's coming, so we gotta think about things for the future. Finally, a hilarious number of mortars, and none of them are robots. Oh well. Anyhow, I'll be logging off for now. Hope to hear from you all soon. Bye for now, everybody, and remember, there will be more mob battles.